What's up guys, Master Jim here, Jungle Gym headquarters. Today we're going to go over a move, no-gi move, for or against the De La Riva / Berimbolo offense. One of the things that I like, the differences between gi and no-gi, is that obviously without the gi, he doesn't have a lot of the grips that could break down my posture. And in addition to that, being that it's no-gi, there are certain submissions and techniques I have available to me that I otherwise wouldn't have with the gi. Especially not with those friggin' people disqualifying everybody for everything that might be dangerous in a submission grappling fight. Alright, Coach Anthony has his De La Riva on. Now, one of the things that I use as a learning tool here at the Jungle Gym are sort of metaphorical visualizations of what's going on. And when it comes to the De La Riva Berimbolo game, I came up with a very nice sort of assessment of what this appears to be, and it's a stripper, okay? I like to say that this leg right here is a stripper pole, and the person doing the Berimbolo looks like, you know, when they do all those fancy moves on those poles. Now there's nothing wrong with that, as long as it's not your daughter, I guess. But that's what I visualize, and that's usually the disdain I have for somebody doing Berimbolos to me while I'm rolling, all right? So, this move, appropriately enough, is called the dollar bill, all right? Because when you see a stripper on the pole, you want to give him a dollar bill, all right? So we're going to start off. Coach Anthony has control of my ankle. I'm maintaining a good posture. One of the things I don't want to do is allow my position to sort of become compromised by making my lead leg less rigid. So I'm driving that knee forward, trying my best to keep his sweep side leg at bay. And what I'm looking to do is allow this leg to straighten a little bit to let him get a little bit more aggressive with this De La Riva hook. When I see him get more aggressive with that De La Riva hook, and it doesn't matter if I have a free arm here or even if he has control of my wrist, what I'm looking to do is take a step back. When this happens, I'm using either my hand or my arm. If he's holding on to my wrist, I'm going to use my elbow. If he's letting go, or if I want to break the grip, I'm going to push. But what I'm looking to do is to drive my lead shoulder to the ground and roll. As I roll, I'm looking to create space. My lead arm is staying over his leg, and I am rolling. From here, I'm going to lock my legs. Not a necessity, I like it just because it makes me commit fully to the position, and I'm locking my hands. I prefer an S grip because my arms are about 10 inches long, right? So this gives me a lot of extension. And now from here, I'm driving my hips forward for the dollar bill. All right, let's try that again. So here we are. He's controlling. I allow this to get deep. When it gets deep, I'm taking a step back. What I usually do is I just squat in the beginning when you're learning to get through the motion. There's nothing wrong with doing this while drilling. And now all I'm looking to do, straighten this leg for me for a second. I want his leg to be on the lower part of my leg. If his knee is up by my knee, I'm going to wind up trying the compression without the lower part of my leg behind his knee, which is going to make it a little bit more pain-oriented as opposed to exactly or actually attacking the joint. So from here, I want this down, and I'm going to roll. When I roll, I like to keep my hand here. If I just drive my arm through, it's going to make for a better roll. It's also going to be easier for him to bail. So I keep this here. I roll. There's my S grip. And that's the dollar bill. Dollar bill, y'all.